you've been able to do, often with a recalcitrant Congress and Senate. Going forward, there's another wall, and there's a wall that's just fallen between the American public, the Democratic National Committee, and Hillary Clinton's campaign. Right. They funded something called the Trump dossier, which they ballyhooed for some time. We now know who paid for it. The DNC and Hillary Clinton, and one as yet unnamed Republican. You want to
wonder who that might be?
Do you have a sense?
I think I know, but I'll let them find out. They're going to find out eventually, just like they did. Don't forget, Hillary Clinton totally denied this. She didn't know anything. She knew nothing. All of a sudden, it found out. What I was amazed at, it's almost $6 million that they paid, and it's totally discredited. It's a total phony. I call it fake news. It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful.
I think her word that she likes to use that's so serviceable about that dossier, debunked. It's been debunked.
Well, and then I understand recently she said, well, opposition research is very standard. So, it's very interesting. She denied it. Her own people denied it. Everybody denied it. And now they're sort of scooting around trying to figure out what to say. So they spent, if you think of it, almost $6 million on something like that. And I think, honestly, I just think it's a disgrace.
And contemporaneously, suddenly the House Intelligence Committee, the House Oversight Committee are turning to the Democratic Party and beginning the investigation of something called collusion with the Russians.
That's the real collusion. Believe me.
Your thoughts?
There was no collusion on my side, I can tell you that. Right. Everybody knew it. You knew it because you were saying it when it was not in vogue. But I always said, and I had no idea how right I was because I didn't realize it would be to this extent.
Right.
But I always said this was an excuse for losing the election put out by the Democrats, and that's what it was. But then when you hear the kind of money they spent, and when you see all of the things about Podesta, and you see all of the relationships that they actually have with Russia, and you see in ours, one thing that is interesting, and I have to say, even the Democrats, they walk out of those meetings and they say, no, there is no collusion, and we haven't found any yet, but we'll keep going.
Right.
A wonderful man came